Happy Friday, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us on your day off. Today is February 19th. I'm Saley Jane McKenzie. Let's start off today's show with something other than the crazy weather we've been experiencing. There is a newly opened addition to the Prosper community, Sweat Project. Zach Manning has more on this workout facility and the health benefits it offers.
Within the growing Prosper community, a more recent change was the opening of Sweat Project. Sweat Project is a gym located off of 380 next to the Walmart and Lake Salasima. With weightlifting and infrared heat rays, Sweat Project has already begun the use to many residents of the Prosper community. Due to COVID, the gym has placed restrictions such as mats being spaced 6 feet apart, sanitizing, and masks in the lobby.
Around COVID precautions, we have antimicrobial floors, we have UVC lights in our air ducts. We also use UVC lights on the floor to clean our hard surfaces. We also have HEPA filters that can help make sure the air that we're all breathing in is nice and clear.
While these restrictions may prevent social interaction in the gym, it doesn't prevent people from working on themselves and their health. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Zach Manning.
The life expectancy of the U.S. population has dropped an entire year since 2019. Researchers claim that this is largely due to the pandemic as a result. The life expectancy is now 77.8 years. The U.S. has not seen this big of a decline in life expectancy since World War II. Perseverance is the name of the rover that landed on Mars yesterday. NASA's rover successfully performed the landing on the red planet autonomously due to the 11-minute communication delay with Earth. NASA said that it hopes the rover could possibly find signs of past life and bring evidence back when it returns to Earth in 2031. Ted Cruz was seen at the Houston airport on Wednesday heading to Cancun during one of the worst winter storms Texas has ever seen. Many Texans were unhappy with his travel as millions of residents are still without basic necessities such as heat and clean water. Cruz headed home Thursday after receiving all of the backlash. With the rising snow in Texas came rising time spent indoors and locked into video games. Allison Wood has more on how many will soon be spending their time virtually on today's Talent Talk.
Yesterday, gaming company Nintendo went live on YouTube and revealed its new lineup of games coming to the Nintendo Switch. Some of the games that Nintendo revealed were Splatoon 3, Miitopia, and Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Remake. The games are supposed to be released this summer and in early 2022. In other entertainment news, Disney released a trailer yesterday for its highly anticipated movie Cruella, an American crime comedy film based on the 101 Dalmatians character Cruella de Vil, introduced in Dottie Smith's 1956 novel. Academy Award-winning actress Emma Stone will play the title character. The movie is expected to release in late May. It's so easy to become attached to our screens, but what happens when we intentionally pull away? Madeline Wentz highlights the experience of one teacher who went on a social media fast.
Social media has become a large part of our lives. It's how we connect with friends, catch up on current events, and find inspiration for our next big projects. But occasionally, individuals have seen benefits to putting the phone down and experiencing life beyond the screen. Talonet's director, Callie Hoffman, recently took a weekend away from social media.
I didn't delete my apps. I had to move them off of my home screen. I found myself still tapping on the app, but just not, I had to swipe it away immediately. And I just feel like that was self-control that I had to do.
According to the research of digitalmarketing.org, an online marketing community, the average person spends 2 hours and 22 minutes social networking a day.
I felt that I just could take my time and do other things other than looking at social media. It was kind of a nice break, honestly.
Taking a hiatus from apps such as Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter have both benefits and detriments.
I like social media because I like viewing what other people do and what other people are posting. I enjoy seeing my friends and family and kind of their lives, and it was hard to not know what was going on for 3 days. I felt like I was out of touch with the world.
A social media fast, while difficult, can feel like a breath of fresh air to many.
Just the fact that taking a 3-day break wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was refreshing, it was nice. It's just something that I feel like I could do again if I really wanted to.
I'm Madeline Wentz reporting for Eagle Nation News. When avoiding the temptations of social media, a great way to utilize your time is by watching sports. Grace Escobar is here with your Game Time Sports updates.
Along with the abundance of snow came dangerous conditions for Prosper High School athletes. Due to the inclement weather accompanying the cancellation of school February 11th through 19th was the cancellation of all after-school activities and events. Unfortunately for our sports teams, that meant no new games and no new victories. Pro sports, however, has experienced some impactful changes as quarterback Carson Wentz was traded from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Indianapolis Colts, allowing the Eagles to carry out the largest dead money charge of $33.8 million in NFL history. Moving from the field to the courts, the NBA 2021 All-Star Game is set to take place on March 7th in Atlanta. 29 regular season NBA games have already been postponed this season due to coronavirus, and this week 2 more games were delayed due to weather conditions in Dallas and Houston. With 5 new positive COVID tests in the league, it is uncertain how the remainder of the season will play out. Prosper High School's very own newspaper, Eagle Nation Online, plays a big part in the media presence at PHS. Will Carlisle takes a closer look at some of the behind-the-scenes work that goes into creating this publication for students and the local community.
Prosper High School hosts many different organizations with many different talents, Eagle Nation Online being one of them.
The goal of ENO as a newspaper is to give every student, every faculty member, the news they need to hear and enjoy hearing. That's our goal.
The success of the staff in ENO has shown up in many ways, awards being one of them.
One of the biggest achievements is all the national recognition they've received. We are part of the Student Newspapers Online Network, and they've received 25 Best of Snows this year. Those are very hard to get, which means they look at the best nominations and submissions, and then they choose those and publish them on a national paper.
There are many students in ENO, however they all play an important role, like photo editor Christy Norris.
My duties in ENO, I'm the photo editor, which pretty much means that any photo that goes onto the newspaper is supposed to run by me first, and that if we're covering an event, I'm supposed to be in charge of making sure we schedule everything. So at the beginning of the week, we have a meeting with all the photographers and everyone in staff, and we say, here's everything that's going on, here's what's at home, here's what's away.
Although much of the work ENO does is behind the scenes, the impact this publication and the students who create it have on the school continues to reveal itself in tremendous ways. I'm Will Carlisle reporting for Eagle Nation News.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Sailor Jade McKenzie. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.